Hi everybody! Happy BUNDAY! Welcome to my birthday party. Thank you so much for coming. I've been really excited for this stream. Actually, it's been the thing that I've been most looking forward to this week. So yeah, thank you for coming. Yumichi gifted me this outfit, and I think I look a little bit, it's supposed to be like a cyber cat maid, but I think I look like a gay wrestler. Let me know what you think. Hi guys! Happy birthday, thank you! It is actually my birthday today. Hi everybody, happy BUNDAY. Yeah, today is formally known as BUNDAY. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but I posted pictures of the little birthday party I had, and a company reached out to me to make me a cake. Oh my god, arigato! Oh, Darby got one, nice. Love you. I can't read or write, this is hard. Oh my god, the chat is blowing up. Mai, you're the best. Everyone say love you, Mai. All wrestlers are gay. I think in general, any form of sport is gay. Particularly wrestling. Wrestling's quite gay. Football's kind of gay, because like they don't have to be like kissing and cuddling every time they score a goal. I think basketball isn't gay. I must say basketball's not gay. Golf is gay, because like you're gripping the shaft the whole time. Golf is gay. Fishing's kind of gay, gripping your shaft. Any ball sport's gay, apart from basketball. I think basketball's like literally the only straight sport. Mai, you're the best. Oh my god, you guys, thank you. You really don't have to, thank you. Oh my god, you guys are the best. Hi Ozzy Elson, hi Tone Travel, thank you. You guys are the best. I'm just sitting here listing off gay sports, and you guys are being so nice to me. Guys, you don't have to, appreciate it. Though two speeds are real good to me. At least I can do is give back. Mai, you're the best. I promise I'll treat you good this year. As a gay man, all sports are kind of fruity. No, for real though. Like, as someone who's a little bit fruity themselves, I don't think there are many gay sports. If you guys know any sports that aren't gay, let me know. List them in the comments below. Tennis, knocking balls back and forth. Yeah, that's gay. What other sports are there? Sailing, bunch of men on a boat, that's gay. Also, like the way that sports are segregated from men and women, that's instantly gay right there. This year, yeah, from now. I always treat you good. Actually, we had like a offline party for a Discord for my birthday, and Mai let me decor them. It was so fun. I've never decorated a human before. I guess it might have been a little bit dehumanizing, but I had a really good time, so thank you, Mai. Yeah, like out of all the sports, I don't even think wrestling is like the most gay. MMA is massively gay. Yeah, MMA definitely up there. What other sports? I guess, you know, like, I was gonna say like typically Olympic sports like running and stuff aren't gay if it's something you do by yourself, but those tie back to the Olympics, which is Greek, and Greeks are instantly gay. I forget if it was in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, there's the bit where you can see the Olympics, and it's a bunch of like naked, greased up men wrestling each other. The least gay sport has to be, most gay thing has to be judo. Is judo gay? I guess, yeah. What about, I was like, kendo's not gay. Oh wait, no, you're gripping a shaft and slapping men with it. That's very gay. I guess martial arts, gay, yep. My said, bro, I enjoyed the hell out of it. You look super cute, by the way. Just very blunt at times with my humor. No, I love your humor though. I think I get it maybe because I'm British. I say some stuff sometimes and people think that I'm being mean or I'm mad, but it's just because I'm British and like we're very dry. I have the book that my Discord made for me, if you guys want to see. This is like maybe my favorite birthday present. I love it so much. Everyone wrote me a little message. Thank you guys, you're all amazing. There's like pictures of us from our offline parties. There's like a bunch of socialism memes. There's Luigi Mangione. So yeah, I'm really happy. Wait, and I'm not sure if she's in here, but Seika drew my cats as Kanti Yaoi boys. Let me find them. Seika's art is amazing. Like, look at that, incredible. As now I'm doing a lot of art, it's like stuff like that is really inspirational to me. Hi, Lekio. There is a Discord, yeah, and we do have offline parties. We're gonna do some like movie nights and stuff. Can someone drop the Discord link in the thing? Oh yeah. Where is it? Where are my Kanti boys? Oh my god, I didn't even see this one. This is a picture of me and my husband, Kiryu Kazuma. It's funny because people ship me with Kiryu Kazuma, but they don't understand. I want to be him. I am if Kiryu Kazuma was but a woman. This is amazing. Like I don't know if you guys would let me, but I would like to post pictures of some of the stuff in here. Where are my Kanti boys? Oh yeah, I have. Wait, I was telling an original story. Oh, look at these. It's my cats, but as sexy yaoi boys. And then this is my orange cat that gets in the ceiling, and it says ceiling time, and the other one says no. Isn't that great? Amazing. What a wonderful time. Yeah, we need to all share, Kiryu. We might not have permission to drop links. Oh, my bad. Okay, let me get it. Okay, so I love that eye patch. No, that was a good touch. Okay, so I had a company reach out to me to send me a cake, and I told them it was my birthday, and I said the right capsule bunny, and they wrote Happy Capsule Bunny Day, which is hilarious. It does not mention anything about my birthday, which is really, really funny. But I do have another cat-related story. So I got a message from my ex-boyfriend earlier today, my Japanese ex-boyfriend. We're still very, very good friends, but we dated for like 7 years, like years and years ago, but we broke up quite a long time ago, but we're still very, very good friends. He mouthed me that his girlfriend heard like a noise, and she found a bag, like a sealed bag with duct tape, and it had 2 little kittens in it. So now like he's got these kittens. So tomorrow I'm gonna go to his house and bring them over some supplies because they don't have anything for cats, and they're also like baby kittens that need to be bottle fed, and they don't really have experience with taking care of them. Like you have to like wipe their bottom and to get them to go to the toilet, and you have to like give them a food that's appropriate for their age. So I'm gonna go over there tomorrow and see if I can help in some way. But isn't that really, really sad? Yeah, it's really messed up. It was in Yokohama, and it was in a bush. Like someone put 2 kittens in the bag, sealed it with duct tape, and left it behind a bush. Isn't that wild? Like I don't understand. If you don't want them, there's plenty of places that would take them, or just like even just like wait till they get, because these ones are like they still can't see. So like I think they won't be able to survive on their own, but at least wait till they get a bit bigger, and then like if you have to like release them or something, don't just like give them 0 chance of surviving. Yeah, it made me really, really sad, honestly. But the good thing is like somehow the universe finds a way, and his girlfriend could find it. There's only 2 of them, and that's a bit sus. Like where cats normally give birth to like at least 4 kittens. I don't know where the other ones are. So yeah, he has them at his house. I'm gonna post some pictures of them tomorrow. I'm gonna go over there I have a lot of cat supplies. But yeah, it's just, oh, also there was a lot of crows flying overhead, and I think the crows knew that there was something in the bag that was maybe delicious, so she just took the kittens and brought them back to his house. So yeah, now I don't know if they're gonna keep them, but if they don't, I will probably work towards rehoming them, because you have to be really, really careful rehoming little kittens, because in Japan, I think it's in like Saitama, there's one place where like dog fighting is still legal. So people will like ask for like kittens, and then they'll use them as bait for like dog fighting. So whatever you do, if you find a kitten, don't say online like, oh, I have a kitten, does anyone want it? Because you'll get some like proper weird eyes. But yeah, it's so lucky. So at first I felt a little bit sad, but I think we should think this as a good thing. Like somehow the universe saved these two little guys. They're really cute too. Maybe I'll post some pictures of them in the Discord after. They're like tiny and they can barely open their eyes. They're really, really cute. I still have, this is the birthday cake. Ozzy Osan got me this birthday cake and I was supposed to eat it at the offline meet, but I've been too busy and I didn't get to eat it. So maybe I can eat a little bit on stream and maybe we can share it. This is a lot though. And also Sancti got me some macarons. So yeah, we've got a lot of sweets to eat tonight. Good to know, but saddening. Happy birthday, Capsule. Thank you. Arigato. I'm having a wonderful day. We had an offline meet for the Discord, and then I had a little birthday party with my friends. We ended up going to a place where you can rent Korean school uniform, and they had like photo spots in there to look like an actual school. It was really, really fun. It was like 3,900 yen for 90 minutes. And yeah, it was just like a little bit silly, but something, you know, when you have like a group of people, it is a little bit hard to do things in Tokyo. Like most things in Tokyo I give for like a maximum of 2 or 3 people. Thank you. I'm having a very wonderful birthday. I think this is maybe the best birthday I've had so far. I made a cake in class today. It can be our cake to share. I want to see a picture of it. I'm so like dog shit at baking. I'm good at like cooking, but baking is really, really different. Like the people think that they're very similar, but like baking's more like alchemy maybe, and cooking's more like, I don't know, when I'm cooking I feel like a big witch, like making a big witch soup, but when I'm baking, like if you fuck up one thing and the cake's in the oven, that's it. But at least when you're cooking you can like adjust the flavor and stuff like that. Oh shit, I knew I forgot something. What did you forget? Did you forget the tea? You don't want to see the picture, it's a mess. Honestly, I've made some of the worst cakes known to man ever. But yeah, today I had work and it wasn't too bad actually, and before that I did some chores. I have a kind of like job interview thing next week, so I have to make like a design portfolio, but I just haven't really had any time at all. So I've been really busy making like 2D and 3D stuff. And then, oh yeah, my work sent out like a company-wide email today that said we're not allowed to have our phones or like any electronics in the classroom, which is annoying. I wonder if that's because of me, because on my breaks that's how I've been doing 3D stuff, because I do it on my breaks. So I'm like, I wonder if this is because of me. So we'll see. Oh, your tea. Baking is a science, cooking is an art. Oh my god, Darby, that's exactly what I was thinking. Hi, Joshua. My tea is from several hours ago. No, don't drink it. That's grim. Congrats on officially becoming the oldest person on Instagram. Oh my god, just shut the fuck up. I got this message. I get quite, like, you know, I get like a good amount of messages, and like I normally reply to everyone and like blah blah blah, just like chat about random stuff. And I've had this guy mailing me for a while, and just general like reply guy stuff, but very like nice and positive and polite. But then on my birthday party day, I guess he thought it was my birthday, he mailed me and he said, "How does it feel being the oldest person on Instagram?" And for once, I actually got kind of mad. Like, don't ask a woman, or I don't like talk about a woman's age, or like anyone's age. It's really, really annoying. I really don't mind about my age, and I like being the age I am. But I do think that in general, society is very focused on age. And like, particularly women's ages. And particularly in Japan, this is like a thing. There's always like, oh, let's guess the person's age game. And when you work doing what I do, is like teaching people one-on-one or in like groups, people always want to play it. And it's just so like awkward. I don't know how to explain it. I just think maybe, I don't know if it's because I'm British, but like that we just don't do that shit in England. Like, it's just really awkward and makes, I don't know what it was about it specifically, why it made me feel so weird. You're cute as fuck, who gives a shit about age? Thank you. Like, I really don't mind my age at all, and like, honestly, I felt much cuter after I turned 30, and I'm really happy, but it's like, I don't know, like, there is a big focus on age, and I just honestly don't understand it. I think it's like, because it's not like, you know, back in the day, even in like my mom's era, she felt like she had to get married because of her age, and then she ended up marrying someone who she really maybe didn't want to marry, but was like, oh, well, I'm old now, so I should do that. I feel like it's not like that anymore. Like, women have more choices, and like, age isn't as big of a deal. And like, particularly when you're wearing J fashion. Oh my god, Nina! Thank you! Ninan's like, shut the fuck up about age. Oh my god! You'd get slapped in the States if you ask a woman her age. That's so funny. Oh my god, thank you! This will really help people get in. So like, oh wait, did I paste the Discord? I'll paste it again. Okay, so, if you got the membership, you can use these little stickers right here. I'm gonna add some more custom emotes, but yeah, these ones they're cute. They're made by Seika as well. Mickey said, as a 30-plus-year-old woman, I'm so thankful for you to be open about your age. I know it's hard, especially in the Hawaii community, because I feel a lot of women start hiding their age after 25. Yeah, it makes me really sad, because, like, I know, like, most of my, like, senpai, all the people that I looked up to when I was getting to my J fashion journey are, like, Misako Aoki, Midori-san, Minori, and what's the girl who designs from Mars? Himena? Yeah, and they're all like older than me, like by at least like 4 or 5 years, and they're still like wearing cute fashion and posting cute pictures and going to afternoon tea, and like, yeah, so like I don't feel bad about my age at all, because like that's going to be my future in like 5 years, and it's like the same thing that I'm doing now and the same thing that they're doing. So like, it's a shame that there is like this kind of pressure on people. And I went to dinner with my coworker because I had a little bit of a break, and he was like saying that he's got this girlfriend just now, and like she's really nice, but he's worried about her age because like she's 36, and he's worried about her ovaries like shriveling up or whatever. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, oh, is that what people think about? Like, oh my god. So, but I don't know. In my friend group, we have people who are like early 20s, like 21, 22, and then we have people, maybe I'm one of the oldest. Since a couple of my friends left, I think I'm actually the oldest, which is hilarious because I do not act like it. But like, everyone looks, talks, and acts about the same. So for us, we don't really, like, in our circle of friends, and there's quite a lot of us, maybe in the Tokyo J fashion community there's like 40 people. We don't ask each other about our ages, and we just don't really care either. Like, it's just not really a big deal. God, shut up, Sarah. Oh my god. Yes. Getting called Nissan is honestly like music to my ears. Aw, I'll call you Nissan. Do you like it? Or I'll call you Kyodai. You can all be my Kyodais, like in Yakuza. If you're worried about her ovaries and put a baby in her already, god damn it, Josh! So much risk. It was like, fucking get her pregnant. I asked him too, and I'm like, do you have money for a child? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I don't understand this, because I've had this, with men before, where they're like, oh yeah, I really want to have a kid, but like, I'm getting on a bit, and like my girlfriend is blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, do you have money and like an environment to put a baby in? And then they're like, no. And I'm like, well then, I feel like our generation is a little bit different to the ones before, because we, like, the economy for the majority of people, it's just not there for us to have like a child and be able to put them through school and to be able to buy them like all the things that they need and they want. And I just feel like most people I know wouldn't be like, compared to the generation before them, would just don't have as much money or stability. And like almost no one I know owns a house. I think I know like maybe 2 or 3 people my age actually do own their own houses. So like it's just like our generation and probably the generations after us maybe even have it worse, where it's like we've been told that we need to go through like these life stages and we can't do it like physically. Like most people just can't because of the economy and like the housing crisis. So I don't know. So that's why I try not to like put too much pressure on myself, because I know that like for people in our generation, the odds are kind of stacked against us. And also, would you want to bring a kid in like now? Like we're on the verge of World War III. There's massive amounts of climate change. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like every day I wake up and like I look at the news and it's just something crazy. Today it was like Biden has cancer. Yesterday it was like Qatar gifted the President of the United States a sky palace. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm living through history, but it's not like good history. I personally wouldn't want to have a baby right now. A said, I call people older than me shogakse. Shogakse, the complete opposite. That's so funny. I don't really... I guess I like being called One-chan. Or One-san. Yeah. Hi, Money. Happy birthday. Hi! We are talking about aging and the current housing crisis and economy. Verge of World War III is so real. No, for real though. It's like, oh, now it's like India and Pakistan. I'm like, oh dear God. I was talking about this with someone earlier, and it's like, who, like, if there's World War III, my prediction is it's going to be the EU versus America and Russia. And then the winner will be whoever China sides with. And then India, Pakistan. India probably is going to side with America. And then Pakistan with the EU. But Pakistan's small, so it doesn't really help us that much. Like in terms of military might. And so yeah, we've got that to look forward to. Oh my god, this live's getting really depressing. Okay, let's talk about something fun. お姉様かわいいです。ありがとう。バニー姫様、ありがとう。バイバイ。It's the middle of the right thing for lovers to get well by enough to not want to bring kids into this world. Yeah, it's really, really sad because I know that if I had a kid, it'd be really funny. Darn me, ありがとう. Thank you. I feel scolded. Darby always tells me to put STEAM goals, but I always forget. I'm never having kids, I fear. Okay, so if you live in Japan, I've mentioned this before, but my plan is that adopting is really, really hard, like almost impossible. So if you're like a foreigner, don't even bother. However, fostering apparently is very, very easy. So if I'm in a more stable position in like 3 or 4 years, I consider just fostering a child, and then like you could eventually adopt them maybe. But for me, the difference is like I don't really care about like blood or names and stuff like that. So like if I had a child, I wouldn't mind if they didn't have the same bloodline as me or if we didn't share the same name. Like I think for me personally, it doesn't matter. It matters to some people, but it doesn't matter to me. So I think that like fostering is a good option. There's tons of kids that don't have homes. Mai said, I don't think I'll have kids, to be honest. Can't even get past step 1. What's step 1? What is step 1? First base. Not wanting to raise kids. Already taught too many. I do spend a lot of time with children at work, but I do love kids too. I didn't rule out having my own kids but like for me, fostering is very appealing. A said, oh, that's very smart. I do plan on moving to Japan. Maybe I'll consider fostering. No, I really recommend it, honestly. I know some people that have fostered, and it was a really good experience. It takes a lot of time and patience, and maybe at first it would be difficult because you need to understand these are kids that maybe didn't come from a good home environment. But I think all in all, it's better for the environment too. Happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing birthday. Oh, thank you. We have 1 hour left of my birthday, so far it's been great. Also, Elson said dating. Yeah, honestly, dating is stressful. I think I actually got like psychological damage from dating. I mean, if you guys have seen any of my videos of any of my dates, which is kind of my fault looking back on it, because I'm like, I want to date people that are interesting. But there's a fine line between interesting and insane, which is where I feel like I am at. I'm like on the cusp of insanity. I think you would be a great mom. You take care of your cat so well. Oh, thank you, Sammy. I know for sure that I would be a good parent. Mainly because I don't get... okay, so my biggest problem with my parents was that my dad had a foul temper. And was... I suspect my dad was bipolar, but he had a really, really bad temper and zero patience. And he really couldn't stand doing anything that he didn't want to do. So, like, at one point we lived next to Disneyland in Paris, and he never took me there because he just didn't want to be around. He didn't want to do something he didn't want to do. And I know I'm not like that. And I know that I would be really patient and caring. So I think all in all, I would be a good mom. If I was in a more stable position, I would consider it. But then that's like a whole, like, 9 months where I'm going to be, like, stuffed like a Christmas turkey. Josh said, there are hot people that want to date. Yeah, but are they sane? Gacha games on my babies, in my mind, I understand. Oh, hell yeah. If I had a kid, I would have to spend less time playing Infinity Nikki and Yakuza, though. So that's also a thing. My Dungeons and Dragons, like D&D Dungeon Master, he had 2 kids, and now we don't get to play D&D anymore, so that's sad. Maman, I'm gonna give you some blue agate someday. Oh, that's sick! I love crystals and stuff like that. It all comes down to having a good job. That's the annoying thing, is that, like, in this economy, it's hard to get, like, a good job. Like, one stable with benefits. And, like, so many people are just getting laid off from their jobs these days that even if I had a good job, I would be suspicious that it could, like, be taken away from me at any time. Bunny Pit's the fine line between interesting and unhinged. I love that. I don't know what it is with Rico, but he's been rizzing everyone these days. I don't know what's happening. He's going to increase the Japanese birth rate by like 200%. Would you be down for D&D, CB? I would. Maybe I want to do one, like, not this year. This year has been me sorting out my life, so I've been really, really busy. But things are going well. So maybe, or the end of this year or the start of next year. Also, I want to start playing Magic the Gathering. Also, for Yumitri, I'll try to find some cute pink crystals in the wild. I think she'd like that a lot. I still say I can run a game for you. Maybe we can do a Discord D&D game one day. That could be fun. Recently, I've been a little bit into Magic, so maybe I'm going to play a little Magic. But I need to, like, first read up a little bit about the rules. I used to play a little bit of Magic back in the day, but I've literally forgotten everything. My thing is that I've done Warhammer, Magic, Mornheim, D&D, and all these things kind of just, like, messed up my head, so I can, like, forget which dice I have to roll, or if it has dice, you know. I'm not very smart. I've been offering for years, my mind. We will do it. It's just, like, hard to get everyone in, like, one spot. Yeah, there are jobs that don't pay well, places with bad atmosphere and so on. I don't like my job so much right now. Of course I would like more money, but it is what it is. I will be the gay pirate. The whole D&D could just be gay pirates, honestly. But yeah, my plan is for this from now is that I want to make my my gaming room less shit. My desk area looks great, but I need to make the flooring white. So there are some like floor panels on Amazon you can get, and I need to get some shelves to display things. And yes, I did put up my Amazon wish list. So if you guys want to have a look, I can't remember what's in there, but I think it's a lot of stuff to make my gaming room cuter and some other things. But yeah, that's my new target, to work on this gaming room, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time here. And I've been working on 3D a lot, so yeah. I'm also going to start teaching my friend how to use Nomad and like make stuff in 3D. So yeah, maybe I'll do a little stream for 3D sometime. Oh yeah, my gaming setup is shy. I need to redo it again. I think that your gaming setup looked really good. Hi, Kurtzberry! We're having a fun little birthday party. And this weekend, I'm going to Izu, which is one of my favorite prefectures. I got invited to do like a tourism thing, so I'll be there doing that. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be doing there. It's kind of like a surprise, but maybe it's an onsen. I'm not sure. I do really, really, really like Izu. I considered moving to Izu in the future because I really, really like it, but the problem is with any like Japanese countryside area is that there's just too many bugs. Like, I already get loads of bugs in this house and I'm in the city, so I couldn't imagine being in like the countryside. Saina, happy money birthday! Yay, I love you! What are you gonna make a YouTube to like your own YouTube? Asuna said, I recently downloaded Nomad and try and learn that as well. Oh, it's really fun and really easy compared to like, because when I was in university, I actually did study, I did some form of games design and programming and all that kind of stuff, and we got to do everything. The thing I really enjoyed was making 3D, and we used 3ds Max, and that shit was hard. And then I also, after I graduated university, I couldn't get it anymore because that's just like $3,000 for the software. So Blender is free. The Blender is very, very different because it's kind of like sculpting. I downloaded Blender and I started to play around with it, but it felt kind of off to me, maybe because I learned how to do 3D in 3ds Max. But then I downloaded Nomad on my iPad, and I just find things much easier on my iPad. So I'm really enjoying, like, if you're interested in making 3D stuff, I really recommend downloading Nomad. A said, really, when I was in Japan, both country and city, I didn't see like any bugs. What season did you go in? Because there are some giant bugs. I remember I stayed in like a ryokan, like a traditional Japanese inn, and it was for work. I was doing like a teaching English camp, and I opened the curtain and the window was open, and like they have like a bug shield, like a bug net, and there was like 200 moths pressed against the glass, like, let me in. It was fucking terrifying. And I don't even mind moths. We also get giant cockroaches, giant spiders. There's like some horrifying bugs out there. Blender and Autodesk Fusion work completely different from what I can tell. Okay, Blender is like you're sculpting like a statue. So you do things mostly from spheres, like Nomad. But 3ds Max, you mostly start with a cube, and like you pull parts of the cube out to form something. It's very different. I think that you maybe use 3ds Max more for making like game characters and stuff. I forget. I went during January, February, which probably explains why. Yeah, in January and February is nice because it's like no bugs. July, August, disgusting, honestly. I've seen some things that look like they crawled out of hell itself. Lego said, according to Ozzy, I raised a student by mistake today. She's a decade older than me, though, so Josh tag in. Oh my god. I like how you guys are, like, fully on the MILF train now. What is it with you raising everyone? My said, oh no, I have a phobia of moths. You're so cute. I don't mind. I think moths are really cute. They're all, like, fuzzy and stuff. I like it when moths have hair, but I don't like it when spiders have hair. Okay, so my thing about spiders is that, like, it is gross because of the legs, but I don't like the idea of something looking at me with, like, 8 eyes. It, like, feels perverted. Like, why you gotta look at me so much, bro? Okay, I cannot spell. Ignore me. That's so funny. That's a vibe. Yeah, you guys, I'm glad we're on the same page about bugs, because, like, I think bugs are, like, the worst part of being in Japan for me. Like, there's some disgusting fucking vile things out there. Like, cicada are pretty gross, too. In summer, there's cicada everywhere, and they just, like, fall from the sky and die, and their bodies just, like, rot in the street. It's disgusting. Well, here's me said, fusion seems to be more suited for precise dimensions. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. I'm going again in September, so we will see the bugs. If you're going in September, you're going to meet a lot of bugs. It's also like, when it starts to become autumn, the bugs know they're going to die, so they become like super erratic, and they start crawling inside people's houses and stuff. I was having a phobia of moths. Cute. You are my Aniki, I'd be pretty annoyed. I think it's cute if you're scared of moths, because they're so tiny. 10 years older, send her my app. If there's any MILFs in the chat right now, Joshi would like a word with you. Bro, I'm the older woman raising a younger man, and it's like, wait, doesn't he think I'm a fossil? Honestly though, I get hit on all the time by like high school kids. I'm like, I'm old enough to be your grandmother, go away. It's insane. It's a good time to be an older woman. Darmy, thank you! Have some money to stop talking about bugs. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking about bugs. I'll change the subject. You shut me up. Congratulations. So, I'm a little bit sad because one thing I look forward to every year is Eurovision. I don't know if anyone in chat ever watches Eurovision, but I watch it religiously, and I normally do like a Eurovision party. And I was really considering doing one this year. And I was sad because it ended up being the day of my birthday party. So I was like, okay, I won't watch it while it's streaming, but the next day, I'll watch that. And then I got spoiled to who won. I won't say who won, but who came second was freaking Israel. And then, like, I remember that people were arguing back and forth, like, people didn't want Israel to participate, to be allowed to participate. And they were still in. And they come second. Isn't that wild? And the worst part is like, you guys are from the UK. The UK gave them 12 points. Like, be for real, for real. And their story, the song lyrics, is kind of like propaganda. It's like, oh, we're searching for like a new day, and like the sun will rise again, and it's very creepy. And it's the whole thing made me feel really icky and disappointed, and now I don't like even want to watch it. I'm old enough to be your mother. 18-year-old told the Liko method. Be my mommy then. Oh my god, you guys are cooked. My said we can do our own Eurovision with blackjack and MILFs. Okay, I got that reference. I'm from Sweden, so I watch it. Yeah, Swedish people love Eurovision. British people love Eurovision, even though we always lose. There is a place in North Dallas we would go for MILFs. What is this? I know that there's a club in Korea, in Seoul, and my friend used to go there because he was like, it's a club for like younger, often foreign men to go and meet MILFs and find like sugar mamas, and he used to go there all the time, he said. You guys are, every day we stray further from God's light. Well, I will embrace it now that I'm in my MILF era. Maybe I should find out what that club is. I don't have any money though. I can't be anyone's sugar mama. I can just be like your Tadano MILF. Did I just spot another Swede? There's 2 Swedes in chat, guys. Okay, I know some Swedish words. I know fitta, kuk, snälla, spotta i min mun, and maybe that's it. That's all the Swedish I know. And fisk, like fish. It was a bar, free drinks, so will I get free drinks? Is it free drinks for everyone or just free drinks for the MILFs? If it's free drinks for MILFs, I'll go. I have to show my MILF card. Metney said, Israel being allowed into Eurovision is why I boycott it. No, same. That's why I'm just really sad. Like, it's annoying because here's my thing. I'm not siding with Russia here, but it's very hypocritical to not allow Russia into Eurovision, but allow Israel. Like, do one or the other. Like, at least allow Russia back. If we're allowing war crimes, war criminal states, then at least allow Russia to come back in, because clearly they don't care. However, there was a bunch of protesters, and they dragged off some protesters who protested during Israel's song. And one of the contestants, I forget which one it was, had the Palestinian is it called a kafir, on their wrist, and they had to apologize about it. So there is some protesting going on. I said, oh, I have to go now. It's 2 a.m. No, I have to test tomorrow in my JP class. Do your best. We're all rooting for you. I know you're going to do great. Free drinks for young studs. That's so funny. Well, some meals have to pay. Nothing to that bar. I love your Swedish vocabulary. I asked my friend, and she's Swedish, and I was like, teach me some Swedish. And she taught me. That's what she taught me. She taught me a bunch of stuff. Wait, I think I have them in my notes app. Let me check. I'll teach you guys some Swedish. Let's see. I used to date someone that was Swedish, so I tried to learn Swedish a little bit. But clearly... Okay, here we go. Jag vill vara din spermaslav. I want to be your cum slave. Jag blir ostrogit när du går sådär. Fucking, I can't. You guys have got like alphabet that we don't have. Jag ska mjölka your din kuk. I'm gonna milk your dick. Spruta mig full med din sperma. Spray me with your cum. This is what my Swedish friend told me. Are we gonna... I think we might get demonetized. I think that might have done it, guys. I think the stream has officially been demonetized. Males have the fund to pay most likely. The MILF fund. Let's all contribute to the MILF fund. The milk fund. I don't know what time zone 2 a.m. is for me, but wow. Yeah, I can't even think. What time zone is it that it's 2 a.m.? I thought Japan was the fastest. Is bro living in the future? Or the past? I have exactly like 2 Swedish friends, both social media people, too, weirdly enough. I have a lot of Swedish friends. There's a lot of Swedish weeaboos, so there's a lot of Swedish people that come to Japan quite a lot, and they're really nice. Wait, I just saw the thumbnail. What's the shield? The shield is from the bar I went to, the cyber bar. He has a bunch of like props, and he had a sword and shield. On my last Instagram post picture, it's on there. You can see it. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm missing this over stupid work training. Get your bag, Kitty. Get your bag. So when to drop by and say happy birthday, Bunny. Thank you, Kitty. You're the best. Do your best at your work training, but don't do as much as they are paying you. So like, don't feel like you have to go above and beyond, because then they will expect that forever. So do like just above bare minimum. Ah, New Zealand. God, you guys are smart. Is Australia faster? Your Swedish is perfect. You know the important words. Thank you so much for lying to me like that. I'm so sorry you guys had to hear this. Yeah, every time I meet a Swedish person, I'm like, I have to show you the Swedish words. I know. I also dated someone from Brazil, and the only words I know in Portuguese are Peru, which means both turkey and dick, and corno, which is cock. So yeah, I really need to like advance my vocabulary. But when I first arrived in Japan, I was like, okay, I learned all the dirty words first, and then I learned how to like assemble them into sentences. So it actually worked out because then I could learn grammar because I wanted to be able to say it right. So this is why I barely speak any languages at all. I'm good at making people laugh in Japanese. I think that's the main thing. East Coast is where I'm from, and it's an hour ahead. Ooh, interesting. I bet I know more than you. Bet. My, you know many things. You're very wise. I like this drink recently. It is bright red, and it is called Fruits Tea Aid. And it definitely has red 40 in it because when I drink it, I can feel my ADHD leveling up to like ADHD 2. So I like this drink a lot. If you do want to ascend to new levels of ADHD, I recommend this drink. It's great. So yeah, I'm pissed off about Eurovision. And apart from that, I've been watching Black Mirror, and I've been watching the new series, and it's pretty good actually. I think it's better than the last series. It's hard to watch Black Mirror because we are currently living in Black Mirror, but yeah, I don't think it's bad. I've only watched like the first 3 episodes, but they're pretty good. Oh, I love this drink. Yeah, this one is really sweet. This one's like mango, peach and mango, but it's delicious. Real good. Sarah got me these macarons. Oh my god, these are so fancy. It's been a hot minute since I've had a macaron, and they're Hello Kitty. Isn't that wild? This must have cost a lot of money. I'll be careful. My favorite flavor is pistachio. I like that I left them out so they got a little bit sweaty. Let's have one bite. Oh, that's so good. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Ladurée actually served macarons to Marie Antoinette. Like, actually. Like, that's how old Ladurée is. Isn't that insane? I procrastinate every time I've drunk it. Yeah, I had a lot of it, and already I'm like... I feel the same. Mango. Josh, what does it mean? Josh knows what mango means. The Sylvania families and Ladurée collab looks so cool. I went there when they did that collab, and it was really cute. Yeah, it feels good to have a lot of sugar. I actually don't eat that many sweets. I look like I do, but I don't. So this is a lot of sugar for me. I might not be able to sleep tonight. This is definitely going to give me nightmares. Oh yeah, and on my lunch break, I only log into Facebook to talk with my brother. And I log into Facebook to reply to my brother because he wished me happy birthday. And then I joined this like role play group. And it's a group where we pretend to be ants in the ant colony. It's so funny. Like, save some of my favorite ones. Like, look at this. Wait. My camera is fucked. It says, wait. Guys, I found a piece of eaten bread. I need 5 ants in here. And then you join, and everyone says, lift, lift, lift. And that's what I was doing on my lunch break, and I honestly had a wonderful time. So if you guys want to roleplay being ants in an ant colony with me anytime, please. And yeah, so from now, I think I'm going to also stream on Thursday. Thursday is my day off. Thursday I'm going to be sorting out this room. And I finally may have procured a 3D printer. So I'm going to try to set up this room, and I want to put a place for my 3D printer, and then I'm going to try to do my first print. So if you guys are in Discord, please look forward to me updating you with my printing journey. I'm still like potato level, like using Nomad, but I'm having a lot of fun. And I'm really interested in 3D printing. And I have a lot of friends that are really into it too. So I'm really excited. And the goal is that I want to make photo card holders and accessories. So that's what I'm kind of focusing on now. Yeah, oh god, it's gonna be a busy week. So tomorrow I'm gonna go, as I mentioned before, go to my ex-boyfriend's house and see the kittens that he picked up from the side of the street, and teach him and his girlfriend how to take care of them. And then the next day, clean this room and set everything up for my 3D printer. I'm so excited. I've wanted one for such a long time. Good Chad, I want the ant post. I will be an ant. I think you'd be a fantastic ant. Maybe wouldn't be a good ant because I have ADHD, so I think like, I feel like, oh my god, I know this is going to come across as ableist, but I think being an ant is a very autistic thing. You have to be very good at like order, and I think I would just be terrible at it and I would just die immediately. Bunny, that sounds like autism. Aliza, I just mentioned that, oh my god. Yeah, I think that you would be a very good ant. You're very organized. Can vouch for being fruity while talking about mangoes. 3D printer, let's go. Yeah, All Here's Me also has a 3D printer, I think you mentioned. So yeah, we can talk about that. Maybe we can have our own tab on the Discord for 3D printing. That would be fun. I don't know how to make, what is it called? Is it a tab? You know, it's like general tab. Like, I don't know how to call it on Discord. I'm such a boomer. You know, there's like the arcade and like general. What is that a tab? I don't know. Bubba Milk, hi, happy B-Day. My birthday is on the 28th. Birthday twins, happy birthday. I have nothing planned. I live out in the middle of nowhere. I hope you still have a wonderful day. I remember one year, my birthday fell on like, when the pandemic happened, and it was like, in the deepest part of the pandemic, so no one could really go outside, and me and my friends did a big group call. And I just got like my favorite food, and I made my own afternoon tea because I wanted to go to a cafe but I couldn't, so I made my own kind of like afternoon tea and got like cute teacups and stuff. It was really, really fun. So I think even if you live in the middle of nowhere, you can still have a really fun day. Ozzy Olsen said, does that room have windows? It does, yeah. It will be well ventilated. I'm not gonna die, maybe. I will be there to inspect the 3D printed goods, and I will share back with laser cut goods. Ooh, okay, let's share some info. So I want to see the laser cut stuff. I also have to like sand stuff down, so it's also like a lot of physical work. My said it would be fantastic. That's so funny. A channel! You guys are so smart. Okay, thank God. I'm so sorry. I literally cannot read nor write. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe we can make a channel for 3D printing. I don't know how many people in the Discord are going to get into it, but I feel like we might get some people. Hello, Columbine Queen. Yahoo! You are now a member. Let's put some member-only emojis in chat. I will make some more, actually, because I like these. Maybe I'm going to commission Saika to make some more emojis, because she's, like, an amazing artist. And then eventually, my dream is that I will eventually be able to have like a little gallery show, just a small one of my 3D printed stuff. And yeah, it'll be really, really fun. But yeah, that's still a long way away. I've really got to get used to like sizing. And like when you print stuff, if there's any like overhang, you need to like put pillars underneath to support it. So I have to learn really how to do that. I'm literally going from like zero knowledge, but it's fun. When you have ADHD, you do need to fill your time with like random bizarre new hobbies all the time, but I think this one is going to be something that I'm really focused on for a while. So yeah, I'm really, really, really happy. I honestly think this has been the best birthday I've had in a long time. Oh, Josh, hi! Happy birthday, Katie. Sorry, I woke up late. Hello! Thank you for coming to my stream. I'm dressed like a gay wrestler. This is supposed to be like a cyber kitty outfit. There were ears, these ones, but like they didn't clip to my, it's not like a clip, and I couldn't keep them in my hair, and I didn't want to be fussing with them the whole stream, so I just put these ones on. I'm looking forward to soon printing my own accessories like this. This is the goal. I might try a couple of animated emotes with your permission. My, you have my permission to do anything. Please, that sounds great. I used to do animation, but it's been way too long. Like, I do want to do a little bit more animation, but I think that like right now I'm a bit too busy. If you could, that would be great. I really highly encourage it. You always can pitch emojis. I want to combine painting with 3D sculpt and a canvas and lots of beads. That would be amazing. So I think I'm doing like a design kind of like job interview thing, and I'm using a mixture of 3D and 2D stuff to make like a design, and it's coming out pretty cool and I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe I'll show you guys in the Discord and let me know what you think. That's a cute idea. Thank you. Mango Katsuban. I'm hoping I finally get... Yeah! You're gonna get like yummy tenchi kaiwai. That would be sick. Tenchi doesn't have to be in like only blue. You can do it in any color. There was a lot of argument about this on the Reddit page. I think I mentioned this before, but there's like a tenchi kaiwai Reddit sub and R tenchi kaiwai. It's funny because they put it as R tenchi kawaii because I think they... It's hardest in Japanese, I get it, but I posted my pictures and I didn't have like pictures of my outfits, just, you know, I have like thousands of pictures on my phone. So I went to my Instagram and I just screenshot some and cropped it. So when I posted them in the Reddit, people thought that I was a catfish and I wasn't a real capsule bunny, and everyone was like calling me out for being a fake, and then I was like, guys, I'm just stupid. And they were like, oh, like no one would be stupid enough to do that. And I was like, I am. And then one of them had to mail me on Instagram to confirm it was me, and now I feel incredibly stupid. But like, that's on me. That was stupid. Like, actually really, really dumb. Thanks, Diego. Thank you for coming to my live. I think I mentioned before, I put in, we have a Patreon app and we have an Amazon wishlist app in the description. We also have a Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, let me know. The Discord is full of like a lot of cool artists and also a lot of cool people that live in Japan. And so like, if your goal is to eventually move to Japan or something like that, it's a good like hub of information. We are currently on 4 out of 10 for our goal. We're doing good. We're doing good. Thank you, CB. I'll try a couple of contents. I really want to see. I want to see your animation work, my. Like, we have so many great artists in the Discord. It's amazing. I'm going to try to make cyber horns somehow. I've never seen yellow bee tenchi and I want to make it. You could. I think yellow tenchi would be really, really cute. There's a lot of like idol, like chica idol groups these days, and they wear tenchi. Kind of like tenchi kaiwai sub-cool fashion. And they have a different color of each. So it's definitely doable. A lot of cool people who live in Japan, and also me. Japan animation never stops the riz. Yeah, I don't know. I just love being surrounded by like art and fashion. It's been a hot minute since I put out any new designs, but I'm also working on that. I've been working on a lot of projects this year. Honestly, this has been like the best. I think it's been the best birthday of my life so far. It's been really, really great, and particularly because like last year was a really hard year for me because, as I mentioned before, like I broke up with my ex, and then I had to start living by myself for the first time ever, pretty much. Oh, Alisa, you were forbidden from ever donating to my stream. You need to save your money so that you can live closer to me. And then you can come to my house. That's what you need to save your money for. I love you. Thank you so much, but really you don't need to do that. Right, I better be off. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Ayasumi, my. Thank you for staying late. I know that this is later than you usually stay up, so I'm really, really happy. I'm gonna do another maze stream soon in the sandbox game we're playing. And I'm gonna make a whole bunch more of like 3D assets for that. And then you can save any assets I make in that game, you can save them and then you can use them. So yeah, and then we can make another Discord world. We currently have a world up in Maze. So yeah, You can go there and like the world we made, everyone has their own apartment and you can decorate it how you want. I might do that on Thursday. I didn't decide yet. Bye bye my my. I love that. Everyone loves my my. Everyone loves a good my my. Yay. There's some features I never realized. We had like start a poll. What shall we make a poll about? Oh my god, my cats are fighting. They're arguing over who can suck on the plastic that's in the corner of the room. Oi oi oi. Oi oi oi. Oi oi oi. What shall we make a poll about? I need to make it about something that's not going to get me demonetized. Is it only yes or no? Or you can add options. How many options can you add? You can add 3. 3 options. Okay, where should I go next? On my next travel, should I go to North America, but like the top states? Should I go to Australia? Or should I go... Oh, no, wait. Fuck Australia. Like a Southeast Asian country? Or should I go to somewhere in Europe? Okay, how do we do this? Start poll. Must contain between 1 and 35 characters. I think I did it. Does it not work? Eh? Oh, add option. Oh, okay, I'll put Australia. Really? Yeah. Start poll. Is this gonna work? Oh! It pops up at the top. I didn't know we could do this. This is sick. It doesn't really show on my phone though. But yeah, I did post a poll. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Hi Bonnie, can't say long, but wanted to say you're super inspiring. I hope you have a happy birthday. Thank you! I hope if anything else I can inspire people to be silly. I've had, honestly, a wonderful birthday. I got to see all my favorite people. I had a wonderful time. I got to eat some good food. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket and one of my favorite sashimi was half price. So I could eat sashimi and rice and I was really, really happy. I should have probably bought myself something to eat after the stream. But I do have like all these macarons and cheesecake and this drink that contains red 40. So I'm going to be off my fucking gourd after this. I'm going to be having the most whacked out dreams ever. I'm really, really excited. Not Southeast Asia, but Hong Kong. Oh, Hong Kong would be good, actually. Okay, we got, does it show the poll? North America. Okay. Is that it? Oh, if I click on it, it will show. Okay, we got North America 32, Southeast Asian country 21, Europe 32, Australia 16. Was it Aussie Austin that chose Australia? I wonder. I had someone mail me today who's like an influencer in Australia, and they were like, oh, I'll show you around Sydney. And I'm like, that sounds fun. If we try to forget for a second that I'm fucking terrified of flying, but I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to get over my anxieties this year. I'm going on a trip this weekend for work to Izu, which is in Shizuoka, and I think it's like the next. Is it the next prefecture over? No, wait. I think it goes Tokyo, Kanagawa, and then Shizuoka. I'm gonna go there. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna vlog. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't have an itinerary, so it's gonna be kind of like a surprise. Watch them just take me out back and shoot me. So that should be fun. Katie with the unsold sashimi from yesterday. It was delicious. It was so good, honestly. I don't know why, because in Japan today, in Tokyo, it was 29 degrees, which is really, really, really hot, actually, for this time of year. and the train was unbearable. So if you can imagine, I'm like stuffed between a salaryman's sweaty bum cheeks, so I felt really, really hot. So in this weather, in the summer in Japan, normally the thing I want to eat is like cold sashimi and rice, and like just like miso soup, maybe some udon or something like that. I tend to want to eat Japanese food a little bit more in the summer. So yeah, but the problem today is that I finished work too late, and by the time I get to the supermarket, all the sashimi is sold. Literally, when you live in Japan, your life revolves around the sashimi sale time. Because normally the premium time is like 7:40. If you can get there for 7:40, you can get like the best sashimi, but if you go like maybe after 8:30, you've already missed it and there's gonna be nothing left. There's just gonna be like katsuo. It's the sashimi economy. Stonks. It was disgusting, and I got bit by mosquitoes. I think a mosquito bit my bum. No! So yeah, I think a mosquito bit my bum. Unfortunately, I will not be giving any more comments at this time. I also got bitten on my leg, and just not great. It was so hot today, like so unbelievably hot, and I worked in the early evening and I had to go home at night. So the both times I used the train, it was like rush hour, and so like people kept being smushed against me, and the second that we're touching each other, we start sweating. It's just so gross. I'm like, maybe I should start working remotely, because Jesus Christ. Is Discord down for anyone or just me? Is Discord down? That would be sad. I think it's fine for me. Let me put the Discord link again if anyone wants to join. Izu is famous for pearl farming. I had no idea. That's pretty sick, actually. I wouldn't mind. I remember there's this place in Japan somewhere where like there's these like old women and they go diving for pearls and they're sick, and I always wanted to be one of them. Maybe when I get older. I think I mentioned this before, and I think it's like maybe fitting because I'm dressed like a gay wrestler, but if I could go back in time and start and come to Japan again one more time, I think I'd want to be one of those like kawaii wrestlers. It looks so much fun. And there's a couple of like Japanese wrestlers, and they're really, really cute, and they wear like cute outfits like this, and then they like, it's not really fighting because it's staged, but it's so cute and funny. I think that would have been really fun. Oh my god, I'm down, my iPad wasn't on the Wi-Fi. No worries. George said I got bit by a mosquito too. They're loving that like gaijin taste. I got a train with my massive penguin plushie today. I think it's so funny that you take that giant penguin plushie everywhere. It's honestly hilarious. I love it. Josh has this giant penguin plushie. It's really, really cute. Oh. That was my cat making some mysterious noise. Oh, it's easy where they have multiple pearls per shell. That's sick. Okay, now that I'm going to Izu, I'm going to research more about these pearl farms, because this is honestly really, really interesting. Maybe when I get there, I can see something to do with pearl farming. Okay, let's check the poll. North America went down. Europe. More people want me to visit Europe. Okay. End poll. Okay, we'll say it's Europe. Then, let's do one more. So we narrowed it down to Europe. Okay, we can have 4 options. Wait, I pushed the wrong thing. Oh, here we go. Start a poll. Where in Europe? Okay, so my dream has always been to go to Greece. So we're gonna add that. I could go back to the UK, I guess. Sweden. Ooh. Now that I'm so good at Swedish, I could go to Sweden, I guess. Bootleg, did you hear my Swedish that I was speaking earlier? It was very good. Greece, UK, Sweden. What about Italy? Or I don't want to go to France. I spent a lot of time growing up in France. What about Poland? That could be fun. Yeah, new poll up, guys. Hi, I just got here. What did you miss? Okay, hi. We talked about a lot of things. We were talking about being ants in an ant colony. We talked about this guy that mailed me on Instagram and said that I was the oldest person on Instagram. We talked about my ex-boyfriend mailed me, my Japanese ex, because someone left a bag of kittens near his house, like that was sealed. And now, like, he mailed me because he doesn't know what to do. So I'm gonna go to his house tomorrow. Like, his girlfriend found them, and now he's got these 2 baby kittens. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. We've honestly just been chilling and having fun. George said, the Kinetsu Shimakaze train is worth taking on the way down. Oh my god, arigato! Thank you, that's really nice of you. I hope to continue making fun content. If there's anything particular that you want to see, please let me know. Sorry, just I was reading about this Kinetsu Shimakaze train is worth taking on the way down the peninsula. Peninsula, it's a funny word. Absolutely fantastic train. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I didn't consider what train I would be taking. I know that Izu has a lot of nice trains because the scenery is particularly beautiful and it is quite like rocky and mountainous. Poland, because they were talking about the 10th year and anniversary of The Witcher 3. Wait, if I went to Poland, I could visit some of, I don't know, did they use real locations from Poland in The Witcher? I know that they use some in Game of Thrones, but I do love Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is potentially my favorite game, so that might be a good reason to visit Poland. Yay! Wait, I'm trying to heart this, but it won't let me because there's like these stupid emojis there. Oh, there we go. Also, Bunny is drinking Red 40. Yes, I've leveled up. I have ADHD 2 now. And my friend gifted me for my birthday these macarons, and they are very delicious. And I'm having a very nice time. And I'm also dressed like a gay wrestler. Oh, at the start of the stream, we were ranking sports on how gay they are. I stand by what I said, that basketball is the least gay sport. And all ball sport, almost all ball sports are gay. And anything where you're like gripping a stick, like baseball's gay, golf's gay, and fishing is gay. Fight me. I want someone to debate me on this. Bruce, happy birthday. I loved your US trip. It's so uncommon to see people from outside the US visit that region and get it. It's such a mess, but it also rolls. Oh, thanks, Bruce. I had a wonderful time. Honestly, I've never had much interest in like North America, like the northern states. I think it's because it's too similar to Europe, and like I grew up in a bunch of cities and I feel like I've seen that, so I wanted to see something. And I often heard that like southern people are really friendly, and they were really friendly and nice actually. Everyone that I met there was honestly wonderful, and the food was great. I feel like the food in the south is just probably, because I haven't been to the north so I can't really say, but it definitely seems that it might be seasoned a lot better than the north. I had an honestly wonderful time. I didn't have any bad interactions. It helped that I was staying with my friend's family. But yeah, all in all, wonderful. I do want to go back there. And I honestly think I could live in the south. Like, I think I could be quite happy there. I say that with most places that I visit. I'm pretty adaptable. I feel like I can, because I have lived in like multiple countries, it's not hard for me to adapt. But I do think I could be quite comfortable in the south. It looks very Poland. That's so funny. Poland does have a lot of beautiful forests and stuff like that. Over time, bye-bye. Horse needs a new pair of shoes. Go get your horse shoes, Josh. Hockey is the least gay sport. No, hockey is the most gay sport. A bunch of men skating around on the ice, gripping sticks with both hands. A puck. It might be the gayest one. Oh wait, I gotta book someone. Put user in timeout. Yeah. Nah, it happens sometimes. But yeah, I may visit the South again, mostly because I really like Texas, but I only got to be in the airport. So like, I felt like Texas could be really cool. The only thing that was weird about Texas is that you couldn't carry your drink around with you. Isn't that wild? Like, you can carry, I guess it makes sense, because when I was at the UMT, I was like, in Mississippi, you're allowed to take your drink everywhere, like outside. But when we went to Texas in the airport, I wanted to get a drink to drink before I got on the plane because I was really scared. And there is no like open, I don't know how to say it, but like you can't have an open drink, so I couldn't get one because I didn't want to go to a bar and spend like $20. And yeah, but it kind of makes sense if everyone has guns that people also shouldn't be walking around drinking. That's how she explained it to me, and I'm like, okay, that actually does make sense. If you want forest for days, Oregon and Washington got your back. Ooh, that's true. I did honestly enjoy seeing, there was a lot of forest in Mississippi, and there was also, there's also like, everything was so flat. Like actually, everything was flat. I was really surprised because where I live in England is kind of mountainous, and also where I live now, like I literally live on a mountain. Susan said, happy birthday, Bunny. Love your outfit so much. Thank you. I'm dressed like, this is actually, I'm borrowing this from my friend. If you're into J fashion and like cosplay and stuff, I think it's really, really important that like you have a bunch of friends who are into the same stuff and you can like trade outfits. And that's what me and Yumichi do all the time, because that way like your cachet of outfits is like doubled. It's a lot to me how open you are to moving anywhere. As someone who hasn't moved from the city I grew up in at all, I think just people are different. Like, some people are happy living in the place they grew up the whole time, but some people like to go different places. I think that if everyone uprooted and moved, that would not be good for society. So it's probably for the best that like the majority of people just stick where they are. Otherwise it would be annoying. And honestly, like uprooting your whole life and moving is really, really hard. Just like even in the country that you're in. So moving to a foreign country is like wild, because there's a lot of like different laws and stuff that you might not be familiar with, and like the visa process, blah blah blah. So at one point I did consider moving to Korea, and the thought of having to go through the visa process and learning how the visa system works there, it just like made me not want to move. But I am open to moving country one more time. I don't think I would ever go back to England. I think that's the one place where I'm like, I think I've seen enough. I do really like British people and I think they're really funny. But yeah. Oregon has my second favorite volcano. You can't say that and not tell us your first favorite volcano. I want to trade outfits so much. If you ever come to Japan, I will give you some outfits that you can wear. Bro, I moved so much as a kid, it's not funny. Different schools most years. No, I did too, actually. Maybe that's what helped. I moved a lot when I was a kid, and I hated it at that time, but I think maybe it's good for me now because I learned to like become a little bit more flexible. One time, my dad moved us from London, and he moved us to like the countryside, like suddenly, just because like he got bored or whatever. So he ended, like, we trashed everything we owned, and he said I could take like one thing with me. And we ended up trashing all our furniture, everything. We ended up just buying the new stuff when we got there. It was wild. Oh, I moved a lot as a kid too. Yeah, I don't know if it like affected me mentally. Like, it was really, really annoying, and I didn't really have, like, I've never felt like this place is my home, if that makes sense, until I finally moved to Japan and I can make my own home. I think that was the worst part, is like I never felt like I had a really safe place. Moving to England broke me for several years, to be honest. Honestly, yeah, like I have friends that live in England and they live in like places that they really enjoy, like Bournemouth, and I know some that live in Cheddar Gorge and they really, really like it. But where I lived, it just wasn't a nice place in general, and it started to get worse and worse the longer I was there. It was dangerous, it was dirty, things were closing down quite frequently. I think that my experience in England just wasn't good, and I just think, I don't know, there's like, personally, there's just more interesting places in England. I feel like I've done England. I know this feels, I still don't feel like I belong anywhere. Oh my god, this is so real. I think that's part of it for me too. Like, I really think that like I could leave this house and go to like a different place tomorrow and maybe be okay with it. I really liked my old house I lived in. I used to live in another house in Japan, and it was like my dream house. It had a really big garden. It was really, really nice. And then me and my ex-Japanese boyfriend, like, we broke up. It was fine, but then I had to move, and that was really sad because I think that was the closest place I got where I was like, it felt like home. And because it was the first house I lived in Japan, I really felt like I was nesting and settling. Oh, this is finally it. So I started to like go hard decorating, and then and then forced to move again suddenly after like a year. That's probably one of the worst things that's happened to me since I moved to Japan. It was really, really sad. And I have this house now and I really, really like it. But because of what happened last time, it still feels a little bit hard for me to be like, oh, this is my house for a long time. And my biggest worry is that every year, every 2 years that you live in a rental space in Japan, you have to pay the renewal fee, which is fine. Like, I don't mind paying that. And I think it's just like plus 1 month's rent. But what I'm worried about is that the person who owns this house might decide to sell it, or might decide that they want like a different tenant, or that they're going to raise the rent. And if they're going to do that, they're going to do that at the 2-year mark, and that's coming in summer. So I've been really worried about that. As I said, I want to find my home. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm trying to make this place my home, and I'm trying really, really, really hard. And I do really like this house, but it also, you know, the trauma of moving around so much when I was younger, and then me suddenly having to move 2 years ago, yeah, just under 2 years. Glitch said, I'm sure this move was also prompted by a massive storm that semi-destroyed the house I live in at the time. Oh my god, that's wild. Bro, someone brought up where I may be buried someday and have no idea since I've moved so much. Oh, I haven't even thought about that. When I was in Mississippi and Florida, there was a lot of damage still from the Hurricane Katrina. That was really interesting and really sad to see that there was still so much destruction after like such a long time afterwards. Oh my god, I knew someone cut their house in half and moved it across town because they got tired of flooding. That is wild. I think actually while I was in the US, I did see like a house on a truck. Like a truck was moving a house. That was interesting. When you go really hard to make a place home and need to go, it's so sucky. Yeah, that's probably been one of the suckiest things that happened to me. Lex said, happy birthday, your outfit is so cool. Thank you! It's giving wrestler. Yeah, that was really sad because like my last house, everything in the interior was white and it had a really big garden, and so like I got to do all the gardening and I made the garden really nice, and I bought a bunch of furniture, I bought patio furniture. I used to eat my breakfast in the garden. I used to really, really, really love the house, and then I had to move, and I like this house too. And I was really, really lucky to find this house because I had to find somewhere myself, and I was worried that, like, as a foreigner, it is hard to find places in Japan, but I just saw this place online on like a Japanese website, and I asked and applied for it, and I got it. So I think I was really, really lucky. So I guess I know it's really sad that I missed my old place, but I think I also should just feel lucky that I was able to move somewhere that is also nice. Night Asuna, thank you for coming to the live. One of the first places I lived in Japan was literally one room. Like, I could sit on my toilet, fry bacon, watch TV, and do my laundry at the same time. Open my refrigerator. It was wild, honestly. Right, this is the first time I'm trying to make a permanent home, and I might leave it someday. But also, I've never spent more than a few years in a single house. It's weird. Yeah, it's a weird feeling. Again, like, I don't know if it's good or bad, and I think sometimes we tend to make things too binary. I think it's like there's both plus points and negative points to that. I always wondered, like, what would have happened if I just stayed in my hometown and not left. But I think that the route I take was probably the best one. But yeah, I hope that I can stay in this house at least like 2 more years. That's my goal, and then move somewhere else. But I do really like my house. Claustrophobia, yeah, it was weird. It wasn't so claustrophobic. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's because, like, I didn't really have much furniture. I just had like a bed, like a cupboard, and a TV, and like a little table for eating. There wasn't really that much stuff. The bad part about Japanese houses is that they don't have a lot of closet or cupboard space. Like, there's not like, in like England, like you have like cupboards built into the wall. It's not really like that in Japan. You don't have a lot of like closet and cupboard space, so you have to like buy stuff, and then that takes up more room, and like the room gets smaller. That's one of my biggest problems. Also, Japanese houses are not at all well insulated. So for example, right now, today was really, really hot and humid, and I'm sweating even though it is almost midnight. I'm very, very hot, and there is nothing, my house is not stopping that at all. And in winter, the cold just comes in through the windows. There's like nothing stopping it. The walls, like, there's not much insulation in the walls either. Oh yeah, speaking of houses, I design houses all the time on my iPad for funsies. Aww. It could be fun to like design your own house in future. Japanese showers are crazy small. Yeah, I've lived in places where the shower was really, really small. The shower and bathroom I have now is surprisingly quite big. I like it a lot. Alisa has been in my shower. Let me know, Alisa, what you thought of how big my shower was. I think it's like an average or like decent size for Japan. There's a lot of shelving solutions, but it's annoying when you need to get them. Yeah, because this house is a rental, like I can't put up shelves or anything, so it's really, really hard to just like have stuff. That's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to make this gaming room comfortable. So I don't know what I should do, because I also fucking hate putting up furniture. And I realized that I used to get like a bunch of stuff from IKEA, but all the IKEA shit I got like kind of broke, so I don't know, man. I've been looking on Amazon, I guess. If you like, there's also in Japan, there's like Nitori, IKEA, and like one other furniture shop. I still don't know the best place to get furniture, so if you guys have any recommendations for where I can get furniture, let me know. I have like the most minimum amount. Ken said Hatsumi. Yeah, it's the first time seeing me. I'm sorry that you have to see me when I'm so sweaty. It's my birthday. Your shower is roomy, not bad at all. Yeah, it's not too bad. Mika said, happy birthday. Thank you. My house has a huge garage. Ooh, you can have an art studio. That's nice. Nitori is best. Komeni? I've never seen Komeni before. I will check it out. They closed the Nitori that was by my house, and now there's like no furniture stores. There's a Frank, but that shit is expensive. Like, no one's affording Frank in this economy. What is cooler, basement life or above garage life? I think above garage life. Like, maybe it's because I live in Japan, but like being in the basement feels like it's gonna be moldy. And also that's something that Japanese houses really struggle with, is like mold. There's a lot of mold. There's a lot of comedy out here. Really? I haven't seen one, I feel like. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know so much about getting furniture. I just have like the most basic things that I need. So yeah, that's my next thing. This room, I want to make my bedroom better. My bedroom looks pretty tenchy as well. I'm gonna make this room tenchy. The problem is because like this is an old Japanese house, and like my gaming room, the ceiling is black. Like they painted the ceiling black, so like everything feels kind of gloomy. And like behind me, the sliding doors, they're also black. So like everything just feels really dark and gloomy. It's so damp in this country. Oh, for real, Japan is wet. Japan is very wet. Like the winter is very dry and the summer is really wet. So like choose your fighter. I agree, Alice. No, I do love my basement. Oh yeah, my basement is very secure. If anything, it's too dry down here sometimes. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it really depends where you're living and what the climate is like. It's so like odd that I've been in like a tropical country for like 10 years. I honestly, the thing that I find weird about Japan is that Japanese people and like the cities, they live in like a cold European country. Like the way people dress and act doesn't seem like a tropical climate. The Rhinoceros, it's my birthday. Yay! It's my birthday. Oh no, it's not my birthday anymore actually. It's not my birthday. We've gone past it. We're 1 minute past. Whose birthday is it next? Is there any more May birthdays or like a June birthday? Because that would be the next one. Yeah, because like that's another thing, is like when you move to another country, you need to be aware of like the change in the climate. And that was like a really big thing for me when I moved to Japan, because I was like, oh, stuff's getting really like wet and moldy, and there's not much space in the house. It's like, particularly like, I know like for me, I'm British, so our houses aren't like giant or anything, and the weather isn't great. So for me, moving to Japan wasn't too much of like a culture shock. But I know American people who lived in giant big houses, and they from places that had pretty good weather, like consistent weather, and they got the biggest culture shock ever when they moved to Japan. Pass the B-Day baton. Who is it next? June, Darby, it's your birthday next. Why don't you do your birthday live? That could be fun. What's the largest mold you've ever seen in Japan? So, my work classroom that I work in, that I swear to God, there is black mold on the ceiling. It's like, there's this like big, just black mass. And I keep telling the people I work with, like, I really think that there's black mold on the ceiling, and no one believes me. I wouldn't say I've seen like a big mold in Japan, but definitely like sometimes if you put your clothes in the wardrobe, they'll get like mold spores on them, and you have to wash them like thoroughly. I heard that like apple cider is good for that. There are like dehumidifiers and stuff like that you can put in the room. Mine is June 21. Ooh. Bro, I went to LA for 2 weeks and we went from 60F to 95F in a day. That is wild. I bet that shook your immune system. We don't use Fahrenheit in England or Japan, so I literally have no idea. When I went to the US and everything was in Fahrenheit, I had no idea what was happening like the whole time. I have no idea what the temperature was. I was just like, this is hot. June 19th. Okay, Darby has the birthday baton. So close. I love it. Yeah, so like for me personally, I didn't really have so many culture shocks in when I moved to Japan. And I think it's like easier for like British people. But most of the things is just like things I had to adjust to, like the mold and the climate. The climate is probably like the biggest thing. White vinegar gets rid of mold too. That's good to know because I feel like I didn't have any mold last year. Also in Japan, people have a lot of mold in their bathrooms. The bathrooms in Japan are like all plastic. Like it's all like one big, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just all plastic. And I think it's because of mold. Like you can't have like any space behind your bath or something because they'll get mold behind there. So like everything's like raised in plastic, and you will sometimes get like mold. So you have to like wash your bathroom a lot in the summer. It's almost my bestie's birthday. I hope you can do something fun. Yeah, I can't remember the temp translations. That's so funny that like we're divided. Like there's a language barrier when it comes to numbers. Parasols are very much used here. Oh, I forgot. I should probably use my parasol when I go to Izu. I want to climb a little mountain soon. There is a mountain, I think it's in Tokyo actually. It's called Mount Takao, and it's one of the smaller mountains, and I think it only takes like an hour from the bottom to the top. And it's really, really fun. It's not like you don't climb at all. It's just like more like a hike. And there is a beer garden, and there's a little monkey zoo, and I like it very much, and I really recommend if you want to go hiking but you don't want to like go too hard, I really recommend Mount Takao. For real, I had to bleach my bathroom when moving to current place. Most share houses are gonna be moldy. I've been to a lot of share houses and they've all been quite moldy. Not the transphobic mold. Oh my god. It's like prefabricated and installed as a one piece. Yeah, it's really interesting the way that they do bathrooms here. Why is the mold transphobic? That's so funny. As if I didn't fucking hate mold enough, it's also transphobic. Bad times. I've heard of Mount Takao. Yeah, it's pretty popular like for hiking. Because like Mount Fuji is way too much. Like I don't think I'm ever gonna climb Mount Fuji in my life. I went on a tour once with my mom, and it was like we took a bus up like 75% of the way up Mount Fuji, and like you get to the third station, I think, and then they have like restaurants up there, and I had an ice cream and I pet a donkey, and then I got back on the bus and then we went back home. That was like as much as the hike of Mount Fuji that I could handle. Oh, the J.K. Rowling mold reference. That makes sense. Okay, that was a good joke. That was good. That went way over my head. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but like in J.K. Rowling's profile picture on Twitter, they saw that in the background there was like black mold growing in her house, and they think that that's might be why she like went suddenly insane and transphobic. It could honestly make sense. I love that. It's really sad, like J.K. Rowling was such an inspiration to like so many people, particularly because I'm British, and like my best friend in England, one of my best friends growing up, is trans, and we used to read Harry Potter together and play Harry Potter games and all this stuff, and then now like this has happened. My best friend at that time, they're like devastated by this. It's really, really sad, because I think I particularly growing up, like Harry Potter was like trans people in general really liked it, because it's all about like acceptance and like changing and magic and blah 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 blah. Then to be told by the creator to go fuck herself is such a big like kick in the teeth. It's really, really sad. Climbing Mount Fuji isn't worth it. It's better to climb a mountain around Fuji so you can see Fuji in whole. That's so smart. Yeah, my thing is like I went 75% up Fuji, and because it was cloudy, there wasn't any view off of Fuji. Like you couldn't see shit. Everything was just white. I personally don't really understand climbing mountains, but I did really enjoy the hike up Mount Takao, mostly because there's like a lot of stuff to see and do. But yeah, there's a bunch of like smaller mountains in even like very close to Tokyo that you can climb. Mount Fuji even can get very dangerous, so please be careful if you're gonna think about climbing a mountain. My early hate for HP has been justified. Because like J.K. Rowling stole the story from, I think it's called The Worst Witch, and it was like a book and TV series when I was growing up. And The Worst Witch is really sick, like I really, really like it. And J.K. Rowling completely ripped off the story. It's like really similar. And the author of The Worst Witch always talked about it, and like she did tag J.K. Rowling on Twitter, and J.K. Rowling completely ignored her. So like J.K. Rowling also stole the story. I want to go inside a cool cave again. In Enoshima, they have these pretty cool caves that you can go into, and it's really sick. And they give you like a little candle. It's really, really fun. Apparently it was just a wallpaper pattern, but Rowling actually changed the profile picture because people were saying it was mold. Remember, she changed it to this other picture and it looked like there was a dick in the background. It went from mold to dick. Going up a huge mountain is scary though. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared of heights, but going up mountains is fine for me because it's like you can't really fall off. Although I think Takao even has some points where it goes straight down, so there are points of it that are scary. Ursula Le Guin, maybe. But yeah, if you want to go to caves, I recommend Enoshima, and if you want to climb a mountain, I recommend Mount Takao. If you want to see waterfalls, actually where I'm going tomorrow, where I'm going this weekend, Izu has this place called the 7 Waterfalls, and it's really sick. There's like 7 giant waterfalls in like a closed space, and there's also like an outdoor hot spring, and you can sit in the hot spring next to a waterfall. It's like one of the coolest things I ever did in Japan. Moldy Dick, I love that book. That's so funny. Moldy Dick, that's so funny. Ursula Le Guin. Okay, interesting. You guys teach me so much stuff. It is unreal. Enoshima, sweet. I always tell my parents I want to visit Enoshima. Yeah, I really recommend it. It's not too far from Tokyo. And there's this really cute little green train called the Enoden you can ride on, and people love it. It's really, really cute. 7 waterfalls, oh my god, yeah. It's in Kawazu, and it has 7 giant waterfalls that you can see. I think I only saw like 3 or 4, and then me and my friends were like, okay, we know what a waterfall looks like now. And then we just went to the hot spring. But it was really beautiful, actually. I really recommend it. There's a lot of beautiful places to go in Japan. Particularly, yeah, Izu's good, Kanagawa's good. There's a lot of places just around Tokyo that are nice. There's like, it's wonderful because like if you go to Tokyo, you're literally just like 45 minutes from a sick beach. So yeah, it's like you can go to a beach, you can go skiing, you can do everything. I've heard of the Enoden. Yeah, it's quite famous. The power of capitalism seems inescapable, but so did the divine right of kings. Ooh. You guys are so smart. I've been reading this one book for like months, and it's because I've been so busy. So I forget the last chapter, and I have to keep going back and reading it again. Man, it sucks not being able to read alright. Me when I go to hot springs and live in the hot water. You're like a capybara. Izu also has the zoo where you can pet capybara and they're super cute and nice. And capybara were actually brought to Japan from Brazil not even that long ago. I think it's only been like 50 years or something like that. And they brought them to Japan and they put them in the zoo in Izu, and they had like a hot spring, and they just didn't realize that the capybara really liked hot spring. So one day the capybara just jumped in the hot spring and were like chilling, and the people in Izu were like, oh fuck, like capybara like hot springs, and they started to install hot springs in capybara's enclosure. Isn't that so cute? Happy birthday, Bunny. Thank you, Sonnet. We had a really nice stream. We're winding down a little bit now. We had a lot of fun. Oh, I didn't check my poll. Okay, so where in Europe? Most people said Sweden. Okay, maybe I'll visit Sweden. My favorite country in Europe is actually Iceland, but I reckon there are a lot of places in Sweden that are similar to Iceland. Hi Jenny, thank you. So Bun, I might stop being a bob cut, twinsies from you, and go back to my shag mullet, because hair boredom. No, I feel you though. I get bored of like my hair quite frequently, and then I change it, and then I miss having my bob and I get my bob back. I was thinking about getting hair extensions, but hair extensions used to be really cheap. Maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, I think you could get hair extensions, like long extensions, for like 10,000 yen. But these days, hair extensions can cost anything up to like 40,000 yen. Like, it really increased in price. That's why MILFs go to Iceland. Yeah, I think that Iceland would be a pretty MILFy country. Iceland has the best hot spring I've ever been in. The Blue Lagoon, and the water looks like milk. It's huge. It's like a huge hot spring. And the only thing is that you have to wear your bathing suit. You can't go in naked. But maybe it's better. Like, I don't know. I'm very used to being naked with a bunch of old Japanese people by this point. But I feel like maybe that's not normal. I'm so fine with being naked in the onsen with like the elderly. Because when you go to a Japanese public onsen, the majority of people there, like the medium age is going to be like 80. A lot of old Japanese women have seen my kuka. Oops. And that's fine. It's all good. I like that Japanese people are very shy. But they're totally fine being naked in front of each other. I love it. So yeah, I think I might log off so that I can get ready for bed. I had a really fun birthday stream. Thank you so much for coming. We had a lot of like surprisingly deep conversations actually. A lot about like never having a feeling of having a home. It's very, very interesting. I think I want to think about this a little bit. 80. Yeah, people in Japan be old. My neighbors, I'm not joking, the woman who lives next door to me is probably late 90s, early 100s. Like, I'm not joking. Like, that's not a joke. Thanks for the stream. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to stream maybe again on Thursday, and either we'll play a game or we'll just chat. Let me know what you guys want to do. I wouldn't mind playing another game. Yay! Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oyasumi! Night, guys. Love you. Thank you for coming. Yay! That makes me happy. Oyasumi!